All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? We're going to be taking a look at bears today because, one, it's a different version of mono green and we don't have the little cub anymore, but the bears might actually be able to get the job done. So starting at the top, we do have some Defend the Rider because, defense. We do have Llanowar Elves because we still like to ramp up and get our stuff, but we are playing Studious First here because this does happen to be a bear and helps our mana situation out. We have some Heritage Reclamation to deal with, artifacts and enchantments, and occasionally something in the graveyard. Keen-Eyed Curator, not a bear, doesn't help our mana, but we do again want to have something for graveyards. Now this could be changed into something else later, but we're going to let it ride for now. We do have Spider Manifestation, just because again, helping our mana. I'm going to try out a couple of epic fights, and we're going to talk about why here in just a second. We do have a couple of copies of Little Bear, which does have flash. It lets us untap something, and we can put a counter on the other thing if it's a bear, so that's pretty cool. We have a couple of Lumbering World Wagons just to help ramp ourselves up and leaves us something after a sweeper, which is a pretty big deal. Playing 3 copies of Vastland Scavenger so that we can have a big 4/4 bear with Death Touch, but also sometimes help us dig for our bigger bear. We have some Ouroboros because this card's still good no matter how you want to play green aggro. But Bjorn the Fierce, this is one of the biggest things we want to go with here. And this is 5 mana, 6/6. All your other bears get +2/+2. At the beginning of your turn, you get to turn something, or combat, you get to turn something else into a bear. And then if you control 3 or more bears, you also get to draw 2 cards, which is actually super cool. Now, the biggest reason we want to give a shout out to Epic Fight here is, one, it works with Ouroboros, right? You double the power of this, then you get to put all those extra counters. But also, Bjorn the Fierce gives something else trample. So if we can double up the power of something, or even of Bjorn himself, you get an attack with a minimum of 12 power trampler. That seems pretty good, especially since you also probably got rid of whatever the biggest blocker was in the process. So we're going to see how it works out. Then we also have a couple of copies of Dancing from Dark Till Dawn, so that way we can get more bears for our land triggers. And then typical lands, nothing too crazy going on there. So yeah, this should be a lot of fun. Strap yourselves in, this will be a good one. But before you do that, don't forget, if you want some free money to buy some Magic cards, $5 to be exact, you should check out our friends over at ManaPool.com. You can go over there. They have over 35 million cards over there you can go check out, which is super cool. They also have one of the best little things in there to help you find the card you want at the cheapest price. So go over there, support the channel, get yourself some free money, go buy some Magic. It's ManaPool.com. But all right, let's go beat some people down with some bears. Mulligan. Okay. I mean, we got to try to make this work. This is fine. And we're playing against that deck. Okay, well, let's see how things end up. What is this? You make an equipment? Creature, colorless artifact, creature, totem. Okay, well, definitely not the card I expected we were going to see. I can say that. Though this guy does have double strike, though. So, I mean, you could equip up and hit for a lot. We may have to epic fight just to get rid of that dude. Yeah, I'll take 3. Alright. Hopefully I don't regret this. Could be a shelter incoming. No, it's in a road. That's almost worse. Alright. And a scavenger. Wow, crazy. Okay. Big bear. Alright, well, we'll turn Llanowar Elf into a bear so we get cards. That's helpful. No attacks. Also, Bjorn does not have reach. He's a big bear, but he's not that big, as it turns out. Yep. Now the question is, do you have the cards to protect that creature? Because that is a real question. Well, we can make it where we don't have to worry about that question. Yeah, they have something they can play. It's probably the defensive card, so I'm just gonna play Spider Manifestation instead of trying to waste the epic fight. Another erode? Oh, that's gonna suck. Well, if I think they have a road. God. So if we think it's a road and we target Ouroboros, I guess we target Ouroboros so they don't target the manifestation. Oh, well, didn't have it. Wow. Never didn't have it, I guess. Well, that doesn't. I mean, all right, you'll get to gain some life with it, I guess. Attack. This thing's a 5. I'm trying to figure out like what cards, combination of cards they could have where we die. Like if they erode this and put another enchantment on it. I don't think we can. I think we just got to go for it. All right, sure. Okay. So if they have the exact right combination, we just lose, right? Like shelter plus something. If it's shelter and a road, we're done. But otherwise, if it's not removal spells, we're probably okay because we have 2 big tramplers at a minimum. Though this is going to put them at 17. All right, cool. It was very curious they didn't equip, but my guess is they were just keeping a defensive card up because they probably had another Shard Mage's Rescue. But yeah, that felt a little close still. That there were some ways that could have went badly. Man, I can see where these Fable passages are just going to be a problem. All right, we'll try this, I guess. Yeah, this is as good as anything. Let's see where we end up. An opponent plays nothing. Okay. Can we go land off the top? That would be very helpful. So we could play creatures each of these next 2 turns. Town Greeter. Not what I expected to see. But I do have a feeling that Keen-Eyed Curator is going to play a big role when your opponent's doing this kind of stuff. All right, they blocked the 3. Hey, blue mana. That's not what I expected to see. All right, Tekken for 7. I'm going to go ahead and use this opportunity to get rid of the Esper Origins. And we will let them continue their turn. Mostly because all we have is Defend the Rider. What else are we going to do? There's black mana. Let's go and get rid of the Bahamut. Take our turn. Another Curator. That's cute. In the turn. Because they have a Sweeper, we have 2 Defend the Riders, so we don't have to be in a hurry to do anything here. Opponent can't reanimate anything safely. Curator's doing his job to try to hold the fort. Okay. Oh, you know what? No, they only have 1 white mana. I don't know what they're planning to do here. Actually. But we're still going to remove some things. Because it seems like the thing to do. Take our turn. Still not find land. Go to attack. Alright. Cool. That works for me. Yeah, it's weird. Keen-Eyed Curator sometimes either does nothing or it's the exact card you want, right? Anytime you're playing against Reanimator, even with us only getting 3 land, it just took away any options from the opponent. I think we're just going to try to keep this and tough it out. See where this all ends up. Hey, a town greeter, because everybody at Mythic wants to play Reanimator, I guess, today. I don't know what's going on. What do you have over there? All right. I guess we're just going to... I don't know if I just want to run out the Curator, though. I think I want to... Well, we can always protect it. It's fine. We have Defend the Rider. So let's go. All right, so they're probably not going to immediately get rid of the Curator. That's good. And they're playing Roiling Dragonstorm. All right, well, this went about as well as we could have hoped. Opponent's tapped out there. We can get rid of the Terror, because that's the first big problem. Just got to deal with things one at a time. Let's play the Demolition Field and pass. There's a chance we may get rid of one of their lands, depending on how this turn goes. Oh, Superior Spider-Man. We're just going to leave you nothing good to copy, friend. And then we'll go ahead and get the Deceit. And then we'll get the Wistfulness. All right. You are welcome to have a Superior Spider-Man that can copy nothing. Love to see it. Let's go with... you know what? Yeah, let's Ouroboros. Think this is still fine. No attacks. No need to yet. We still want to protect Curator if we can. Nope, they might just be about to hardcast a Overlord. Oh, Wistfulness. Fair. That makes sense. What do I have under here? Creature enchantments? I could put an instant and sorcery. Okay, we might be able to just win next turn. No, we won't. It'd be close. All right, well, let's go ahead. Large up that. Get rid of that Arden. Oh, little bear. You're not going to do enough here. All right. I was thinking if we epic fight to double Curate Ouroboros to 4, then everybody gets pumped. We could get rid of the Wistfulness as part of that fight. But yeah, it's probably the best we could do. All right. Oh, wait. We can choose different things, right? So we can double and then... Okay, so we can double the Ouroboros. No. Because I'm going to make Ouroboros 4. I think we want to get rid of Wistfulness is the thing. Yeah, if we're not... I'm just thinking, how greedy is it? I think we still do it, though. All right. We just go after a different target than what we initially wanted. That's fine. And we attack for 8. Oh, actually, we can attack with both of these are safe, actually. Yeah, that's fine. Curators had to do some heavy lifting through testing games today with a couple of different decks. For whatever reason, there is a lot of Reanimator at the lower end of Mythic today. Wow, and not blocking with Wistfulness. Interesting. I wonder why that is. All right, end the turn. Getting their mana. Oh, I see, for a Deceit. Cute. Well, whatever they target, we're just gonna not let that be a thing. Glad we held on to this. All right, cool. We win. Okay, let's try it. Go, Llanowar Elf. Hopefully you survive. Doesn't look like you are. Opponent waited a long time, though, to remove it. That's very interesting. I don't know what that was about. Oh, they were probably... Well, they already played this turn 1, so just... Do you have a... Okay, they have land to turn it back on. That's fine. But it's the only black source they have, it looks like. Okay, sure. Another Requiting Hex. Fair enough. And a Spyglass Siren. Okay. So is this just Dimir Midrange piles? This will be interesting. Because there's a chance they're just going to attack, bounce the Spyglass Siren so they could play Kaito here. We get to play Bjorn. Bjorn can attack into, or actually, the World Wagon can attack into Kaito. So this will be interesting. Interesting in the sense that opponent got rid of our 2 early mana creatures and we're still in this, which I wouldn't have thought would be a thing under those circumstances. But let's go ahead and crew the World Wagon, turn the World Wagon into a bear, and we will take out Kaito. And have just more mana than we really know what to do with. I assume they will not let us keep Bjorn the Fierce. Like, if you have something to get rid of, it's you got to target Bjorn. Or at least put Bjorn on lockdown or something. I mean, because if there's just nothing, that's going to be crazy. Honestly, if there's just nothing, I don't even know if I'd want to crew the World Wagon, because it probably is just setting it up to get destroyed, so when they deadly cover up, there's no creatures left behind. I mean, I assume, okay, well, there's Spyglass Siren. We knew that was at least going to happen, but do you have removal for Bjorn? They keep highlighting it. I don't know if it's just to read it or what, but I assume you're just going to destroy it, right? They did not just destroy it. Wow, now we have a real decision to make. I don't just want to walk into a deadly cover-up, is the problem. We can keep an Ouroboros. I mean, they have a removal spell. So, like I said, I think they're just going to be trying to go after the World Wagon. Unless they're just going to respond here to destroy Bjorn, but I doubt it. Let's go ahead and Rampant Growth. Interesting. So we're going to play the Wanderous Wasp. Alright. Sure. So I can still use Bjorn to crew the World Wagon. See, now things get a little weird because it feels like you're not going to sweep the board now, right? Or you would have... what are we doing? What are we doing? Alright, well, we have Ba Sing Se, so F it. We're going for it. There's a 10 ball with Trample. Do what you're going to do. We'll have to find something to crew the World Wagon later. Alright, cool. Also doesn't feel like they're sweeping the board because I assume you would have just blocked as much as you could to save life and then do it, but who knows? All right, Curiosity, sure. Wow. Wow, really? I mean, I guess if you get the right cards, it's worth it. Land plus removal? Yeah, I don't know Cecil's going to be enough, opponent. I'm venture to guess that Cecil's not going to be enough. And you block, take... I mean, you know what? This thing tramples, so F it. Do with this information what you will, opponent. I mean, the 14 ball trampling is enough almost by itself. Ooh, we're going to keep. I don't even know if I'm going to leave mana up to protect anything. I think, oh, well, not against a green deck, we're not, for sure. You know what? We're gonna go spider. First year. And then we get to go bear attack next turn. And have 3 bears on board. That seems pretty good. Oh, opponent's playing the white-green aggro pile. That's actually a really good deck. Oh, I don't have a third. Oh, no. That was bad. Okay, pass turn. I wasn't even thinking that was just going to be my 3rd land in play. Oh, Fable Passage. All right. You got it, opponent. Okay, well, things being what they are now, let's give... Vastland Scavenger has Death Touch, and we might want that to block. So let's go with... Studio. The bear's not going to get any bear, just a 3/3, though. So it's either... Scavenger, I guess we could send the manifestation in. That's fine. All right, sure. Okay, end the turn. No, yeah. I was about to say, it's either Ouroboros or Practice Offense. Either one was going to be bad. All right. They have a bunch of tramplers, too. Oh, but they're doing nothing. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Like, do we want another creature? And see if we can hit an Ouroboros of our own. I think that's what we have to do here. I don't know what the odds are, but we're just going to go for it. Actually, if we... No, I think we have to just do it like this. Oh, we missed so bad. Well, I guess we lose. That sucks. Yeah, we can't win now, because now the tramplers are just going to be too big. All right. Man, that's rough. All right. This seems fine. Go Llanowar Elves. Okay. Let's get down to Scavenger. The good thing about this is they're very likely to want to remove Scavenger just so there's no chance of Bind to Life happening, but looks like they're also not able to. So, Ouroboros it is. And then Bjorn gets to go ham? Yeah, this is kind of a win-win situation. Oh, opponent. That is not how we need to be ramping these days. The elf has to actually end up tapped, so this isn't that bad for them. If we do this, Ouroboros goes up. Alright. We at least get 2 cards out of it, so it's fine. Oh, did I not stack this stuff correctly? I just clicked through? That was terrible. I mean, if they don't have a sweeper, it doesn't really matter anyway. But still, you got to be careful with how it stacks Bjorn and the Ouroboros. But they might have something. Oh, turn off my bossing says. That sucks. Good thing we have a demolition field. Consult the star chart's probably not going to cut it. Yeah. This is an easy mulligan. I don't think that's really even a question. God, I'm going to put Bjorn back. Mostly because I just don't want to miss lands if these early guys get removed. A Nurturing Pixie Pile. I hadn't seen one of those in a minute. Definitely not where they're just running out of turn 1 Pixie. There's often, though, where you get the parade of creatures that just die to a thing, die to a thing, die to a thing. But nope, they're going with just Paw Patch Recruit here. Okay. I don't know what the odds are of us getting to hold a spider manifestation, but we'll see. I am going to be genuinely shocked if we do. All right, opponent is not even bringing the pain. Wow, I thought they were gonna. Well, that's something. All right, no attacks. I mean, unless they just drew removal, I guess they don't have it. Yeah, okay, easy peasy. I would have been really curious to see what the rest of their deck is, because I don't think I've seen a version of this green-white aggro deck that plays Nurturing Pixie. Kind of curious what they were up to. Probably was something cool. Oh, Fable Passage. All right, we'll keep it. This time it's not so bad, because we don't have anything to play on turn 1, so it's fine. No, I guess we at least have Heritage Reclamation, which I don't mind in this Magic, but there's sometimes you can get some tricky things to go your way, where the opponent attacks and then you're able to unlock something and block with it, so that's always kind of nice. And their protective spells tend to protect individual creatures, not the actual enchantments, so that's super nice. However, this is a bad start for us. And the opponent's leaving up a protective spell. All right, so we're going to pass. If I unlock our spider manifestation, it'll be during their end step. Yeah, that's fine. You get to have that. That makes me feel like they have 2 of them as well, because like you're not just going to waste one there, right? So it feels very much like there's one of those waiting. Question is, can we do enough in the meantime? I don't know that we can. I don't even know what the best thing is we could draw. Like maybe another land so we can like double untap the manifestation and get both of like Ouroboros and a Reclamation off. That might be the best thing. I don't love it, but that might be our best plan. Uh-oh, you have something you can play? Restoration magic. Bro, seriously? Oh, how crappy for us. Alright. Sure. I'll just assume they have a shelter and we're cooked. Like, if they just have the cards, they have the cards. You just gotta tip your hat, man. When they have it, they have it. Alright, another Skyward Spider. Oh, is that just a land in hand? I mean, we're obviously not blocking. So you do you, fam. Alright, so how do we lose from here? I guess we just play the other Ouroboros. They find something to give it flying. We're probably taking like 6 or so in the air. We can unlock the manifestation so that we're able to block a flyer for a turn. Yeah, we knew that was a thing, so that doesn't surprise me. I'm hoping that's a land. If it's anything else, this is going to suck for us. It's not a land. Yep. All right. Well, we are pretty close to dead. Go to 2. Wait. Is it possible? Okay. There is a... No, because we... I would need 2 things. No. No, because I can unlock this or I can make something not fly. But I can't do both. Dang it. Are there any other ways for this to go well for us? So we stack these, there'll be a total of plus 13. Yeah, I think that's just it, right? I think we're just short. Did we not? Wait, why did my math not work out that way? Because one got, because never mind, it's basically double. Duh. I was thinking total, it was going to add once and add again. So it didn't even matter. Man, yeah, whatever. It's a win. This is generally what happens after you've recorded like 3 videos and 2 podcasts and edited half of those. This is what the games look like at the end. I don't know how I won this, honestly. We didn't even have a creature that stayed on board until like the 2 Ouroboros, and that was it. Like, that's kind of crazy. And we didn't even, the other spell we played, the Reclamation, didn't even get to get rid of anything. That was a weird game to win, but hey, sometimes they go down like that. Okay, yeah, we'll keep this. This seems fine. I mean, we have all the mana in the world, one way or the other. But we'll see. I assume we're still just gonna attack with this first year, play a manifestation next turn, and then see what kind of options we unlock. Oh, are we gonna get duress? No, they're gonna tragic trajectory. Wow, okay. Aggressive, but fair. Maybe their hand just has a lot of removal. They're gonna do their best to keep us off creatures the whole way. Yep, looks like Manifestation's about to eat it. No, it's your Dark Confidant. All right. All right. Well, I think we just attack. I think I'm willing to make this trade. I don't think they're going to trade, but I'm willing to make it if they're willing to. Though, here's an interesting thing, right? If we don't play World Wagon, we could flash in Little Bear and catch the opponent, blocking their Dark Confidant, which I kind of like. So let's try that. Because we don't have anything pressing that we need the mana for anyway here, you know? And we get to untap the spider, so we could potentially block 2 things anyway. That'd be pretty cool. And then we could still play World Wagon and Lana Werewolf the next turn. So I'm okay with that. It's not the conventional line. Generally, you just play your World Wagon, get your mana, move on. But because of the situation as it is, I'm willing to give this a shot. We'll see if they have a third land. They probably do. All right, so they're playing the color. Fair enough. Oh, we're going to get them. Got him, coach. And we got another Little Bear. All right. Let's go get a land. Good news is, Bear plus Lana Werewolf is enough to crew the World Wagon, so that helps. All right, get another force. So that was a pretty strong turn. Opponent took 2 life, or lost 2 life from the Dark Confidant getting the timeline color, and then that was kind of it after that. So, not bad. Another Dark Confidant. Gonna replay the timeline color, I would imagine. But maybe not. Ooh, let us just draw the bear. Dang, the big bear. Bjorn, or whatever. Why did we not? That would have been fantastic. Alright, well, I guess we just play Little Bear. Oh, you know what? I did that wrong. I should have put full control, because then I could stack the abilities. With this ability to stack, I could have crewed the Roll Wagon and still untapped Lana Werewolf. Yeah, so I could have had one more blocker here. Not that we desperately need it, but, you know. Fact of the matter, It could matter with the opponent playing an aggressive black deck. You never know. Opponent? And we've basically drawn mana creatures, World Wagon, and Little Bear. We need Ouroboros, we need Bjorn. Heck, I don't know, maybe even our 3/3 Raccoon. We'd be able to get rid of these timeline colors and stuff in the graveyard. But, alright. Opponent opted not to block. They only got a swamp, so they didn't take any damage from their Dark Confidant. I was hoping they'd take another 2. That would make life a little easier. What do they have? They have creature, sorcery. We have land creature. All right, well, still on you, opponent. I feel like at some point, there'll be one of these turns where it's like Corpses of the Lost or something, so they can start swinging for big damage. Green Beavers, you got it. Or are they going to leave mana up to destroy a World Wagon? Because that would make sense too. Now the fun part is if you do get the big bear, you could actually use that alone to crew the World Wagon and turn the World Wagon into a bear, so then it gets trample and +2/+2, which is super cool. If we can make that happen. Alright, yeah, we're actually... Do I want to trade for the Dark Confidant? Probably. I think that's fine. Because they're probably going to chump block this turn on our World Wagon. Okay. Appreciative. So we can just straight up with one creature get in there with the World Wagon. Alright. That's a 7 ball. They may or may not block. Who knows? I mean, 5? Going to 5 feels risky, especially if you plan to play this timeline color at any point. But I don't know what their hand looks like. I mean, it could be a lot of things. Sure. We lose life. Alright, what do we got going on, opponent? Heraldic Banner. Gonna call black, I assume? Unfortunately, we only have green creatures. That only affects his creatures anyway. And they are not going after our little bear. Interesting. So they're going to 11 with the idea that something is likely going to not survive this turn. So the timeline color is going to go away. So I say we just take 6, take 7. Yeah, I think this is fine. I don't even think I need to block 2 more. I think we're okay. Well, hold on. The opponent's not going to have any blockers, right? This is going to be 7, 11. Yeah, I don't think it matters. They go to 12. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. All right. That works for me. All right. I mean, you attach it to the only creature that's going to still be there, right? Yeah, I was going to say, what are we deciding on? Oh, well, we just drew the bear. We drew the big man. All right, well, there you have it. Grew up the World Wagon. Turn the World Wagon into a bear. Get some more cards. Oh, and there's a late epic fight, but whatever. Still got there. Man, we drew a lot of mana. I don't know how I feel about that. All right, we're going to keep it. Are we going to have to ask nicely to not destroy our Llanowar Elf, please? I mean, they're probably just leaving untapped land, and then we have to play around a counterspell here, but yeah. What else are we going to do? Alright. If you have a counter, you have a counter. Alright. Well, if they didn't counter, I'm going to assume they're probably going to draw here. No. Wow. I was thinking if you didn't counter, you're at least going to go digging for cards. Oh, because it's a synthesizer deck. Ugh. All right. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to first hope to draw land. All right. Failed in that regard. So step one didn't go so well. All right. I mean, at least get in for the damage we can at the moment. If we get an untapped land, maybe we get to attack with the big bear, you know? Yep, Star Cage does its thing. Now we need another untapped land. That is not it. All right, well, unfortunate. I went from drawing a lot of land to drawing no land. And then this is where we get rid of the Ouroboros and make another 3/3. Oh, we're going to just double Saw Blades? That's gross. Or do we not have a second Saw Blade? Oh, the embarrassment scoop. Yeah, this is one of those times where we got to win, but it's questionable. We were stuck on 2 land. They'd wiped our board, basically. They just misplayed a Saw Blades. It happens, though. Oh, man. I'm not sure where I want to end up with this, because the Fable passages were really tough a couple of times. And I didn't, like, I get we have a purpose for them, right? But when they're in our opening hand and we're trying to make sure we play our creatures on 2 or on 3 or whatever, they are really just gumming up the works, especially if we also have like a bossing say or whatever. Just, it's really, 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 really tough. So what I want to do is cut 2 Fable passages and just add 2 forests. And we only, I don't even remember if we drew Dancing from Dark to Dawn. If we did, it didn't do anything on the turns we got it. It was probably too late. So what I would do is maybe cut 1 and end up playing one of the search spells. Nature's Rhythm, I think, could be pretty good. So then we could go find Ouroboros or find Bjorn as necessary. And then Curator, for the things we were concerned about using it for, rarely were we growing this creature. And I think if we're going to play Epic Fight and or have Bjorn to give stuff trample, this is going to be better off being a Scavenging Ooze. Don't get me wrong, there'll be some times, obviously, where it's going to be better to be able to get rid of everything and give a guy trample, but I think this is fine. So I think the final list I would put up is probably something like this. Man, I don't think we didn't draw Lumbering Roll Wagon as much as I would have liked either. I think that could have been pretty good. Yeah, I think this works. What does that leave us? 25 creatures or so? 26 with 19 and 423 lands. Yeah, I think this could work. I'd be okay with this as a final list. I think more than anything with this, though, I would not be opposed, if you wanted to playing more Defend the Riders just to protect your stuff from the sweepers and whatnot, because there's a lot of that out there. And with this deck particularly, because you have Vastland Scavenger, that if you can protect it for a turn, you can then use the spell Bind to Life to go find something, or if you can protect Ouroboros for a turn or anything else, like that just unlocks the end of the game for you. So if you didn't want to play like 2 epic fights, you want to cut 1, play a Defend the Rider, go for it, right? If you don't want to play Dancing from Dark to Dawn at all, and you want to play another Defend the Rider, I think that makes sense, right? There's a lot of ways you could go with it that I think are more than reasonable and would be justified with this type of list. But overall, Bjorn was pretty cool. Bjorn the Fierce was neat. This played like a good, decent mono green list. So if you want to play mono green, here's a list that's available. I'll put this up over on Moxfield like usual, so y'all could download it and give it a try. And have some fun with it, man. Also, don't forget, go over to ManaPool.com. Get yourself some money, some free credit. Go buy some Magic cards. Link is in the description and in the pinned comment. That's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.